Welcome back, Josh. He's here to do round two on Digital Learning Day. He's going to give us a tour of our EdTech Hub here in Chesterfield County. So take it away, Josh.
Hi there, and welcome to this session. In this session, we're going to be looking at the EdTech Hub and all of the many things that it has available to everybody, especially the people in Chesterfield County, to help us to do our jobs better, and specifically to do our jobs better from a technological standpoint. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, now the way that you get to the EdTech Hub, you just go to my.ccpsnet.net, and you're looking at all your little tiles of different things that are available to you, and you just simply select the EdTech Hub tile. So I'm going to click on it, and it takes me right to the EdTech Hub. And so you can see up top, you've got your ribbon of all of the different things that are available to you. And so we're just going to kind of go through these one by one and look at what each of them, what they are. So let's start over here with application support. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's support for different applications. And so you can use the drop-down menu to go directly to whatever application you're looking for. But you can also just go ahead and click on application support, and that'll open up. And then you've got those same four categories. You can scroll down and you can see those here. And so what you could do here up top, so we've got apps and forms for Chesterfield in general. So we've got our block unblock, a very popular category to go to. If you ever find something that isn't blocked, that really should be blocked, or if you find something that is showing up as blocked, but really probably shouldn't be, you can submit a block or an unblock request. We've also got the student filter check so that you can use this if you're ever away from the building and away from the students, and you're trying to just kind of verify to see if something that you're going to hopefully use with the students, if it's probably going to be blocked or not blocked for them, you can use this to get a pretty good sense of that. Also, you have technology forms, and so I'm not going to talk about every single thing that we're going to look at, but just kind of hit the high notes. So going down, you've also got all of the different apps that Chesterfield County currently supports. And so we've got the Google apps, we've got our secondary English language arts apps, and then we've got just general other apps. And so let me just pick one and jump into it, and we can see the sorts of things that are available to help you with it. So let's say that I wanted to learn more about Chrome, or maybe I was having some problems with Chrome. So I can click on Chrome, and it'll take me in here. And so it might have like this. Each application will have similar things when I click on it. So I've got some Chrome help. I've got a way to launch Google Chrome. And then I've got specific things that the folks at Chesterfield County have made to help me with different common problems that I might run into. So it's a great idea to look at those and to see if my questions are answered there. If it is, awesome. If it's not, what I could do is always talk with my technology integrator, of course. But if I wanted to have another person that I could speak with, you can go down to where it's got Get Human Help. And sometimes it'll just flat out say, you know, talk with your technology integrator, but sometimes it'll also list a specific individual. So for instance, with PowerSchool, it has Greg Eckroyd listed. And so it's always a good idea to speak with your technology integrator, but if it does have somebody else listed, you know, that's a person who is in charge of this application, and they could be a point of contact for you to get help. So again, so this is a great place to go if you want to learn more about an application, or if you would like to troubleshoot some problems on your own. It can be a great place to go to. Let's check out the instructional tech services. So here I can click on it, and it'll give me different things that I can use. So different instructional technology practices. So for instance, like the 4 C's have been very big, and some buildings have even taken the 4 C's and turned it into the 5 C's or the 6 C's and have added other things. But we're all looking at the 4 C's as a beginning place. But so if you're wanting to learn more information about the 4 C's, you can click on that, and it'll show you the model and also some lesson ideas and a video to help you introduce it, to introduce you to the topic. But you could also use this to introduce the topic to your students or whoever it is that you're working with. the model explained. So like you can see, so it takes the concept of the 4 C's and it just kind of fleshes it out for you. Also, you can check out like iTech, iLearn offerings, some general Chromebook information, how you can get human help for different things that you're having problems with. So you can go through and see these different sorts of things. So like the SAMR model, similar to the 4 C's, where it's another model that we've been furthering in throughout the county. So this could be a great place to go to get more information about that. Also ISTE standards for when you're fitting technology into your class, just in general, this can be a great place to go to make sure that you're doing it in a way that is as economical as it can be, a way that's as smart as it can be. So that's the instructional tech services. And also, so you've got this handy dandy drop-down menu so you can easily access these different sorts of tech services. And then moving on to training and events, this is where you can find all of the things that the county is offering from a technological standpoint in terms of training and events. And so you can go and you can see the things that have been offered, but we've got plenty of things that are on the horizon. So for instance, Digital Learning Day is what you're taking part in right now. And so you could get more information about it right here. So the hour of code, when that comes around, or if you decide to do that in your class, you can do that. You've got your technology toolkit, and this is a really great video, or it's an interactive, let me turn that off. So a great interactive to go through if you're new, like you could probably hear, if you're new to the county. Also, if you're going for your Google certified educator level 1 or level 2, or your trainer certification, this is a great place to go to get information about that. Also, Learn and Earns, this is a new thing that not everybody knows about. So if you're tech savvy, this can be a great way to get in on the ground floor of something really neat, where these new Learn and Earns is what we're calling them. They're being released all the time. And so they focus on different Google things, Google and other tech things. And so they're just trainings that walk you through different levels of how you can use these tools. And then once you're finished with it, you get a Credly badge. And so those are, if you're curious about what that is, you can watch the video and it'll tell you more about it. But essentially, it's a way for you to get credit for completing these trainings. So in addition to just flat out learning new things, you also get something that's kind of fun. Then also you can learn more about the iLearns and iTechs that are coming up this year. Camp Chromebook 2017, we are already working on this to focus specifically for the elementary folks. But so you can click on it and you can find out more information about what's going to be happening and like where it is and just all the information as it's being settled in the county. Also, so you can find out just general information about 2016, 2017, different things that are going on from a technological standpoint in our county. Also, you've got tech tips, and this is a new category, new as of just a few months ago. So again, this is a great, because you're participating in Digital Learning Day, this is a great way for you to kind of get in on the ground level of things that other folks might not know about yet. So it'd be great for you to pass the word on to other people. But so the tech tips, what they are tech tips for different things. So if you're looking for Google things, you could click on the G Suite or Chrome in particular, or just web-based tools, or Google Classroom, or general technology tech tips. And so let's open up one of these categories and let me show you what they are. So most of them are videos, but you do have some that are documents. So let's say that I'm interested in default font styles in Google Docs. I can click on it and it'll open up a document that'll walk me through a quick little training. So they're all really short. The idea is that they're just these little tech tips. So you won't find anything that's going to take you 40 minutes to go through. Each one should take you just a few minutes. So if you're ever interested, like, you know, I would just like to learn something new that I can do with the technology that could maybe make my life easier or maybe make things more fun and exciting for my students, this is a great place to go. But so you can see it's just a real quick, it's a single page document and it tells me about the default styles. But like I was saying, so some are documents, but a lot of them are videos. So I could go back to like voice typing in Google Docs. Well, that would make things handy. So I'm going to click on that and it takes me to a YouTube video. Like you can see, it's just 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So real quick, like we were saying. and it shows you whatever the topic is. So those are for G Suite. Let's click on one of the other categories to see what that looks like. So let's pick general tech. And then it's like I was saying, so mostly videos, but you do have a document. But so you could go through and just kind of look and see what is, what's available, what's attractive to you. So tech tips. That can be a great thing to spend some time with. And over time, these are there are more and more tech tips being added all the time. So it's a great idea to check back. And then last, let's talk about the blog. So the blog's been around for a little bit, but of course we're still updating it, and there are new useful posts being posted all the time. So you can see I wrote one, so I've got to give a shout out to myself. So I can click on the blog post. Sorry, before I do that, I can see a short little blurb about the blog post, just kind of the entry, the beginning of the post. So I can start reading it and see if it's something that is as interesting as the topic makes it sound. Of course it is. So I can click on it and open it up, and then I can read through the blog post. And the idea with all of the blog posts that the technology department puts out is that they're all very useful for teachers. So it doesn't ever just focus on the technology tool. It always focuses on what the technology tool is and how you can use it in your class, specifically to make things easier for yourself and or more awesome and exciting for your students. So this is a great place to come, not just to learn about different technology things, but really to learn about how you can use these technology things in your specific class to make things easier and better in general. Okay, and so that's in general, that's what the EdTech Hub is. If I was ever looking for something very specific, I've got my little search bar up here. And so maybe let's say I was looking for something about like Power School. I can type in Power School and I can hit search this site. And if there's anything that goes along with Power School, and of course there's a bunch of stuff, but so I can look and I can see the different entries that are available, and I can select from there. So that can be a really good thing if you're ever looking for something very, very specific, and maybe this is looking a little overwhelming trying to find all the things. You can use this search bar to hopefully get you right to whatever it is that you want to get to really quick. And then the last thing I wanted to leave you with is a takeaway. So if you would go to bit.ly/2 lowercase and then uppercase M, uppercase W, the number 3, uppercase S, and lowercase r, you'll have a single sheet that will just really quickly take you back through the information that we talked about. Essentially, it shows you how to get there, and then reminds you of some of the great things that are available on the EdTech Hub. And with that, I thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a great digital learning day.
Thanks, Josh. That was a great tour of the EdTech Hub. If you're not a CCPS employee, you can run a Google search, and it's one of the top searches in there. It's also linked inside this description on this YouTube video. So thanks, everybody, for dialing in to Digital Learning Day. Have a good one.